Welcome to Nutrition Moment, a program that provides comprehensive information about what we eat and our health. I am Fadila Opunu. Let's start with recent events in the field of nutrition on Nutri News. To stay alive, but do we take time to know the nutritional values of the food we eat? That will be our focus on NutriLens.
Adequate nutrition plays a crucial role in living a healthy life. Whenever we take any food or liquid, our body digests and absorbs essential nutrients from the substance to help the body grow. Having a good knowledge of the food we consume is a necessary requirement as it guides us in making the right choices in what we consume. However, in Africa, Nigeria in particular, it is observed that a majority of people eat without consideration to the nutritional benefits of the food they consume. A survey was carried out to examine the knowledge of people on the nutritional values of the food they eat.
I only take bread and bread and beans. The nutrition of what I've eaten, I think beans give protein. Beans give protein, but what we are eating inside our body is not really giving us a good strength and this thing. Most of the food that we are eating outside are contaminated, which is giving us malaria inside our bodies and good.
Oh, I ate spaghetti and fish and plantain. Actually, when I was eating it, I didn't really put my mind in the nutritional value, but I'm always conscious of what I eat anytime. Like, okay, I know spaghetti, anytime I'm taking carbohydrates, I have to mix it with either protein.
I ate spaghetti in the morning. For spaghetti, firstly, spaghetti is a carbohydrate food. And basically, for every carbohydrate, they are bodybuilding food. They helps build body. Nutritions like it should contain a little bit of mineral. I added oil, fat.
I took coffee. There was a time I did not know the value of it. And now I don't take drugs. So what I did was I studied myself, my body. So I knew when something, one way or the other is going on. If I start to have toothache, at times I sense that, look, well, you are lacking vitamin C now. So I go for fruit and all that because I didn't also like fruit before. My wife would be compelling me and my children, but I didn't like, but now I know better. Okay, so I can tell you I consider. So there are times I don't just want to eat, I want to really eat what I think is good for my being, for my well-being.
I had popcorn. No, I just ate it because I was hungry.
Lack of knowledge about nutritional benefits of food have led to people making unhealthy food choices, resulting in undernutrition, stunting among children, hypertension, high cholesterol, and unhealthy weight gain, amongst other health conditions among adults and aged population.
It is essential to know what you're eating because you want to have a plate of food. What's your goal in eating? Do you just want to eat to just satisfy yourself or to nourish your body? The nutrient that we get from food is very vital and important, and it goes a long way because when the body is healthy, then we can go about our daily activity. We don't want to come down with some types of diseases because we are predisposed or at risk factor because we're taking something we're not supposed to in the right proportion as it is.
Healthy eating is the act of consuming food that contains the needed nutrients in order to maintain or improve your health. It's the act of eating for nourishment and not just for enjoyment alone. Healthy eating can be a safe form of medicine.
Harsh economic situations and high rate of poverty have been identified as driving factors responsible for the absence of people's consideration to the nutritional value of the food they consume. What exactly are the nutritional values of food?
For what we eat, there are basic nutrients we're supposed to have, which includes our carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals, and most importantly, water.
Healthy eating is all about eating according to the guide of there's what we call my plates, which stipulates that 50% of your food should come from fruits and vegetables, while 30% should come from grains, while the remaining 20% can come from lean protein, including the intake of your dairies, such as milk.
Let's give an example of balanced diet. Some people would say because they don't have money, they just want to buy carbs and not add protein to it, or even add vegetables or vitamins and things that contain vitamins and minerals into their meal. They are more particular about, I just want to have an heavy meal that's going to satisfy me, forgetting that the protein has its role that is playing in the body, the vitamins has the role, the minerals also has the role it's playing in the body. And with vitamins, even if it is not attained, it's not so conspicuous, or the body can deal with it. If the minerals are not enough in the body, it can endanger life, such as your sodium, the potassium, your chloride, to mention iron is also very important.
So when you eat healthy, your brain will be supplied with the necessary amount of glucose needed in order to perform your daily activity and go on being productive.
In nourishing your body, you need to ensure that you have the right amount of carbohydrate, the right amount of protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Let me give an example. Most people, when they are eating, they tell you, I want to finish the rice before I take my protein. But it shouldn't be like that, because most times people now end up eating the rice and forget to, or they tell you, I'm full, I'll keep the protein to a later time. It's always not good to do that. Ensure that the protein you're given, you eat it so that it's able to nourish your body. Before we eat, the first thing that should come to mind is, why do I want to eat? Basically, is to get the quality of food and not just quantity. It's not the quantity that matters now. The quality of the food is important.
You should make sure we plan ahead what you are going to eat, not making a decision while you are hungry. Because when you're just thinking about what you are going to eat, when you are hungry, there's probability that you might make the wrong choice. You might go for a quick feast, such as consuming junks.
The nutritional value of the food should be considered prior to eating and even during eating. Because when you eat, you're supposed to feel the satiety of the food. That's the feeling of fullness when you're eating. The happiness you feel. You don't just eat and say, I just want to eat and just, no, it shouldn't be that way. Food is very important. We don't pay as much attention to what we eat. We just want to satisfy our craving or our urge at that point in time. But now, when we say people should have balanced diet, it's essential to enjoy what you're eating and know the purpose. Oh, what is this nutrient I'm getting in this particular food?
A good knowledge of nutritional values of food will help mothers and families prepare appropriate diets for family members according to their age.
For food literacy, it's always best to start from young, because okay, now for a child, we say okay, they should be given milk. Milk is very essential in a child's life. It helps with brain development. So at that growing up stage, they should know that they should take fruits, they should take vegetables, they should have milk, they should have enough protein in their meal, carbohydrates. They should be taught to have balanced diet when growing up. It's not every time we should give our children fizzy drinks, soft drinks. It's best to give them food. Let them eat, even if they are not okay with the food that you're giving them at that present time. Try to know what they like and encourage them to eat proper meals and balanced diet, not just giving them funny things. Like, let me give an example. When making noodles for children, you can always cut veggies into it to to make it look attractive. You don't have to make the food boring for children at every point in time. When they see it's different colors that attract children when they want to eat, they feel more interested in what it is. For growing up children, it's always advisable to ensure that they have a fruit with their meal. So when they are getting their pack to school, ensure you have a fruit. A type of fruit can be any type of fruit. It ranges from apple to a slice of pineapple, banana, a slice of watermelon. Any type of fruit is essential for them to have. It's not every time you have to put fizzy drinks into their bag. It's not for the children alone. Every adult also requires fruits and vegetables daily in their meal. About 2 to 3 servings is expected of an adult to have, because that helps us to nourish our skin, our body, and also to ensure that our vitals or our organs are working perfectly.
It is also important for ailing people to know the kinds of food that is beneficial for them.
Not paying attention can cause different things. One is deficiency. You find out that some people are deficient in some nutrients. Example is for vitamins. They are very essential. We only get them when we eat. It's not as if the body provides them for us. Deficiency of vitamin A is when you don't see so clearly. But you need vitamin A. Vitamin A, you can get them from fruits that are colored, like tomatoes, they're red. The good source of vitamin A. You have your eggplant, which is purple. You have other food sources.
How can food literacy be promoted?
It's best for people to ensure that they have good understanding of what they are eating. Another way to make that very easy, there can be a little schedule of what we eat, like a table, so that we don't repeat food every day, or we just eat what is easiest available to us. We can pre-plan what we are eating to ensure that, okay, in a week, I want to have a balanced diet, and I don't want to keep repeating the same type of food from time to time, which would help us to have a good life, an healthy life.
As nutrition impacts our daily living, it is important for everyone to know the nutritional values of the food we eat and the essential nutrients contained in a particular food.
I'm sure you had an enlightening moment with us on the program. Join me next week for another interesting episode. But until then, eat right to stay healthy.